Hello guys and welcome to this series on Clash Royale Ronin season, and this is gameplay 2. So first off, this is my battle deck. We have some stuff to collect over here. Okay, actually I can't because my inventory is full, so I'll collect that later sometime. This is a free collectible, I'll take that. 6,200, it's fine. And then let's get into it. So we're in. This is going to be the first match of the day. I'll insert Mega Knight here. Skeleton army, I think that'll do. Okay, that is going to backlash a bit. I have to deploy baby dragon, I guess, and the extra elixir will help as well. So we've taken a bit of damage, but I'm not worried. Wizard and P.E.K.K.A. That's a good combo. It's a good attack combo. Let's see. I think we'll deal some damage there. That's serious damage. One barbarian versus 5 barbarians, and then they have installed a whole barrack over there. But I think I'm chilling, still chilling. Not too worried about that as well. We'll deploy Hog Rider here, a counter attack, and to deal with the barbarians, we're going to install. Actually, never mind. We're gonna deploy Mega Knight as I see P.E.K.K.A. over there, and then I astutely make this adjustment where I'm gonna launch the skeleton army here. But I know that the minions are gonna be there unless he doesn't have enough elixir. I don't think so. So baby dragon over here, just in case he deploys those minions again. We don't want to be in a sticky situation. Extra elixir from destroying the enemy will also do a great favor. And Hog Rider to the left and attack from both flanks. And I think, okay, wow, double deployment of barracks. That changes the scenario, and because I was talking, I just lost concentration. I should have not wasted elixir there. Okay, and he didn't see that skeleton army, so we sneakily get that done there. And a little bit of damage, no problem. Attack from the other flank, not too worried about that. And then Hog Rider to the left, barbarians with him. Annoying barrack, oh my god. But I think we're in for a fight here. Okay, yeah, we win anyways because Wizard there does his magic and we get a 1 crown victory. I think he was defending quite well, and because I'm not used to recording side by side, I was getting a bit distracted there. I'll take the Inferno Tower cards, 52. That's way better in my opinion. And we get the daily scrolls, so that's a duplicate snippet. You also make progress, obviously. 6,306, 25 rare wild cards. I don't think that's going to be enough for any kind of upgrade, so I won't be checking on the upgrades. Tab, never mind, I will. I don't think they're going to be useful yet. They aren't. We'll collect the legendary card, so 3 in the inventory, and let's make some adjustments to our deck. Deck 5 is fine, but I think I'm gonna take the deck with Ronin because I have to complete this this pathway as well, this journey, to get this cool emote. and this is something that you have to buy. Unless you want the free stuff, I'll take the free stuff. Give me more. We'll take it and we'll go into another match. So I'll try to give you tips and tricks as well along the way. So here his towers are level 13, mine are level 12. So I'll have to play very well. I can't mess this up. And this is not a deck that I'm too suited with. I think it's not that good because I haven't maxed out Ronin, and I don't think it's the card. It's the deck that I'm most familiar with or best at. But I think I'll manage. Ronin defends well over there, but because Mega Knight was there a bit too late, that's why my tower took damage as well, which is not good. And that's a poor counter attack to use the Royal Ghost or something. I don't know what that guy is called. But that was a poor move, and I think he's gonna pay for it. Not good enough. This is not good enough. Yeah. So I take an extra barbarian. I'll take that. If you have a skeleton army and you deploy the Royal Ghost, I think that's what that card is called. That is not a good move. So I'll wait for the elixir to build up. I won't just deploy Ronin and allow him to counterattack. We are going to wait so we can deploy the wizard and Ronin maybe in the same place. So if he deploys an aerial attacker, so I can counter that. Okay, this is good. I have to defend. Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be very dangerous there because it's a hero one as well. But we defend and we attack. We take his tower down, and it didn't pay off very well for him. But I think he's going to take that. He's made one of my towers weak, but I'll take it as well. I'm confident that I'm going to win this. Wait for him to come here in between so that maxes that out. Okay, that's a evolution. Okay, not too worried still. And dragon over there to counter the witch. He has his own tricks up his sleeve, and I think that he's going to take a bit of advantage leading up to this attack, but I just have to defend actually. So he's in a bad position. Time is running out, even if it is and I'm going to deploy this hero move. I just have to defend. Valkyrie is a hold up player, so not too worried. I think I've won this. This is in the bag, no matter what he does now. Yeah, it's too late. So we close that match out. I think it didn't pay off because I was a good defender there, and he couldn't scatter my resources. He could have done a attack from both flanks, try to distribute, try to put pressure on me, selection pressure as they call it in biology, for me to make a mistake. And if I made a mistake, he could have come back in the game. I think his deployments weren't too efficient, and that's why he lost. Meanwhile, I collect some of my rewards from the battle pass. You can see I've upgraded here. I can collect something over here if there's something available. Yes, we'll take the free coins. I mean, they don't do much, but I'll take them. So even though in that previous round he had I would say an unfair advantage, not unfair, but you know, he had towers at level 13 while I was level 12, but I still won. So you can do that unless the guy is full maxed out and he's bought everything in the market, he spent a lot of money, then it's extremely unfair. But through skill you can beat a guy with like a stacked loadout, but not too stacked, you know. No doubt this game is a pay to win one, but will do. So Valkyrie does a good job, and the dragon also does a good job. Baby dragon. Okay, I want the princess to be knocked out, because then I would have to do another deployment, which I am not ready for. That's a balanced one. None of us have made any successful attacks yet. I don't think this one's gonna be a successful one. Yeah, exactly. Skeleton army will fend off Ronin, just like all the other big attackers like P.E.K.K.A or even Mega Knight. No, actually Mega Knight would be destroyed. Mega Knight would destroy the skeleton army. Maybe I should record my audio later. I think you guys will cope with me for this one, but in the future I think I'm going to record later, so that I can focus on the game at present and record and speak more coherently after the game. Quite difficult to multitask. Some people are very good at multitasking, but I don't think I am that kind of guy. Evolution there, I think. Okay, this is bad. This is extremely bad, but yeah, this is extremely bad. I think I've made too many mistakes. It's too much to deal with. Get executioner out of the way, and now I think I can deal. In overtime, there's no way I'm gonna win this, but still, I'll try my best. I delayed that skeleton deployment, that's why I survived right now. Maybe, just maybe we can pull it off in our wildest dreams. I don't think so. But I'm trying to elongate as far as possible. He's trying to make me get confused and scatter my resources, but I don't see that happening on my watch, because I know that if that tower falls, everything's over. It's gonna fall. Even if it doesn't fall and I miraculously pull this off, after overtime it's over. It is definitely over after overtime. Yeah, it's over. It was always gonna be over even after overtime, because they just start with the end game. We'll look for our third victory with the same deck, and I might change the deck with the one which I'm more accustomed to. Baby Dragon versus P.E.K.K.A. He's deployed the golem, so it's gonna be he won't have many resources to deal with my attack. Yeah, and that's gonna be costly for him. He should have waited. That's with the advantage of having Baby Dragon and Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the same deck. If they miss, if they don't play the wait game, it's over for them. One attack too many. One attack could just finish it. Look, everything's over. This game's over. Unless he's a stacked up guy who spent a lot of money in the game, which I don't think he is. So I'm gonna do the strat. Valkyrie on the right, Dark Prince on the left, and it's over for him, because I scattered his resources, and to be honest, he didn't play well. He just didn't play well, because he shouldn't have gone for the attack with the lumberjack. He should have defended, because he was vulnerable, and he didn't, and he paid for it. He was rattled. in such a situation, you keep on attacking and maybe scatter resources, try to scatter the resources, attack from the right and the left simultaneously and put pressure on. But what you don't want to do in such a situation is just wait for your elixir to go to 10 and build up on elixir. You don't need to do that, because that guy just needs to be just needs to make one bad move and everything's over for him, and he's already in a bad situation, so you're allowing him to recover. You don't want to do that. So yeah, because I've played games where I just sit back and try to defend, and it doesn't work out, and that guy just settles. He's no longer nerve-wracked, he's calm and composed, and he's just pulled himself together. He's like, I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna make you pay. And if he has spent a lot of money on the game, he would have better cards than you and he would make you pay. So even if the guy is not a stacked player who hasn't spent money on the game, still a normal guy like you who's skillful would make you pay, could make you pay, because like you're in a good position. But yeah, things can change. It's a momentum game. This is a momentum game. If the momentum shifts to the other side, it could be curtains for you. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come closer so I can get him trapped in the barbarian trap. Not worried about this spell, not really. Wizard behind him for an aerial attack. I'm gonna defend with the aerial attack. It's always better to do that. Even if he deploys a skeleton army, you have, okay, this is bad. So he goes after my aerial attacker. Maybe he wanted to do an aerial attack with baby dragon, some other guy, electro dragon. So what I can do with my hero card here is I can just fly up and dodge his attacker. So he did he's a skillful player, and a symbol for a skillful player is that they just go for your wizard, your balanced and defensive. I would call wizard defensive attacker, defensive offensive. If your defensive offensive cards are taken out by your opponent, he's a skillful player. Like wizard or even baby dragon would be considered a defensive offensive player in my definition. The player who the card that can attack and defend simultaneously, and can also fend off any kind of aerial attackers. So wizard is that core component of this deck that makes this deck successful. Without wizard, if someone goes after my wizard card, they're gonna knock me off. So this is something you should realize, that when you're going aggressive, when you're attacking, this is the basics. These are the basics of this game. If you're going with Dark Prince, you must have a baby dragon, maybe electro dragon, maybe a wizard, maybe electro wizard, and have defensive offensive card. I think I'm going to do a video on that as well. Which cards are your aggressive attackers, which ones are your hold up cards, which ones are those cards that are aerial attackers, buildings that could help, building strats that could help, and different strategies and different core when you're building out your own deck for yourself. What are the core components you should have in that deck, and what things you should be looking out for. I think I'm going to make a separate video on that. I think that's going to be something that will be very helpful for a beginner player, definitely. We'll go and play another one, and then I think the video is about 20 minutes. It's going to be too long. So Dark Prince and Wizard. So that's your attacker player, and then that's your defensive offensive wizard. And if he goes after my wizard, then I could always, okay, that is malicious. I don't think that's a very good kind of defense, just throwing a fireball at me, but I think it'll do for him. He actually resets the whole map by doing that. I had a very good attack building up. Now I'm going to attack from the other flank. He doesn't know that. He waits for my attack. So now he can fend off, ward off my attack. So that's a good player. But if he didn't, if he deployed something on the left, I could have delayed my attack as well, waited for him to do something, and then I could I've put him in a bad situation where he doesn't have the cards, he doesn't have the elixir to fend off my mini P.E.K.K.A and Dragon Stack attack. That could also be another strategy that you can employ while playing this game. I'll just take it on the chin, that skeleton army. That was a good deployment for him. Meanwhile, I'm gonna shift. Maybe I wait for him now. I don't wanna waste elixir either. Okay, so we've got him in a trap now. That's bad for him. And if he goes, okay, oh my god, he missed the fireball. That is poor. And he was going after my wizard, but fortunately for me, or unfortunately, you're gonna deploy barbarians over there, and I'm looking for a dispersed attack. Maybe I'll defend. Never mind, I'll defend. And Valkyrie over here, and I have a skeleton army ready for that. That's too annoying. This is an annoying player who's just throwing fireballs at you. That's annoying, but it's effective. I'm gonna be honest about that. Okay, we're gonna go all out on this area. Let's see if we can break him. Look, he's going after my wizard, so that's good. That's a symbol of a good player. And he's winning at the moment. He is a skillful guy. It's gonna be hard for me to win. Certain death, and I think it's over before it started. See, we'll wait and see. I think it's over. It's definitely over. He's bad with the fireballs. He's bad at aiming them. That's not good. But overall, it was an effective strategy. You can do that as well. Just destroy the opponent's attacks with a fireball. You can do that. So I'm gonna move back to my main deck, which I'm more comfortable with. I think I'm gonna defeat anyone with that deck. You always have that kind of deck that you feel like you can defend and defeat anyone with that. I think this is one of them. This is one of them. I have another one as well. So we have to fly because he's going after my wizard guy. Effective spell over there. If he hadn't employed that spell over there, it was going to be over for his tower. This is also important that you start off well, because I'm playing with an aggressive deck, so your first attack has to be good. We'll wait. I'm gonna throw this Mega Knight a bit behind, build up elixir, and see what his reaction is. Yeah, I'll go with Hog Rider on the right. So that puts him in a bad situation, and okay, he has a plan. That was my scattered attack, counter attack. Deploy Valkyrie, so we take out the barbarians, and we were essentially going after his wizard. Like in the previous match, the guy was going after mine. We'll go with the barbarians and fend off the attack. And we'll wait for elixir to build up, because if we just go out at the moment, he has to deploy, I don't have to deploy. He takes it on the chin, and I don't think that's a very good move particularly. Okay, he has a plan of his own with the wizard, and he has mustered a very good counter attack, which I'm gonna fend off anyways. He can attack my tower on the right, but he doesn't. He could have done that. I think that would have been better, but he was paranoid. But he's gonna build an attack here. Mega Knight will destroy all the momentum. Break that up. I'm going to defend with Valkyrie because I don't have to attack. Essentially, he has to attack. We need a wizard kind of magic. Okay, he's going after my wizard. Annoying, but he has the right to do that. We'll take P.E.K.K.A out of the equation very nicely. Mega Knight, good timing, hopefully. No, not good timing, but we'll fend the attack off. We are winning, and he should have attacked me when he had the chance on the right, the thing that I was telling you earlier, but he was too paranoid. Maybe rightfully as well, because P.E.K.K.A in his hero form is too devastating actually, and people are fearful. So we win with that deck, the deck that I'm very accustomed and very comfortable with. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you liked it, click on the thumbs up button and also subscribe. No pressure if you don't want to, but it would definitely motivate us to continue with this. And also give your feedback. Your feedback is very valuable to us, so that we can make our videos better and provide you with more better videos with better quality audio and graphics. And also we have this other series going on, that's with football retro goal. It's a football game. Be sure to check that out if you're into football. And also you can also interact with our community posts. And see you all in the next video. Also comment down your favorite deck, the deck that you are most comfortable with, because everyone has that kind of deck that they really like. So okay, see you guys in the next one.